Hello guys, and welcome to my channel. As you guys could see from the intro and from the title, today I am doing a celeb inspired makeup look by Miss JLo herself. JLo just slays so much for me. I love doing celeb inspired makeup looks, especially when it comes to like their makeup artists and stuff. I have a few on my channel. They're not the best, but I'm trying and I'm learning. But today I wanted to do JLo. She's known for that smoky eye, that bronziness, the J glow, her nude lips, all of that. I just like love her whole look, so I wanted to do my own inspired kind of makeup look. I actually think it's kind of perfect to transition to from like summer to fall, to do like a darker kind of look but still keep that glowy bronziness. I do want to do a little disclaimer. Obviously I know I don't look like JLo, so please do not take this as a celebrity transformation. This is just an inspired look. So if you guys like this makeup look and want to see how I achieved it, go ahead and keep watching and I'll finally get started. Alrighty guys, so let's get started. So I did already go in and use my prep spray from Urban Decay. I used my moisturizer, which is the Nivea Soft Moisturizing Cream, and I just went in with my primer, which is the e.l.f. Hydrating Face Primer. For my foundations today, I'm going to mix my Maybelline Matte and Poreless in 228, which is Soft Tan. This is my Ride or Die foundation, and I'm gonna mix my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Glow in 208, which is Sun Beige. I like the way this one looks, but it is way too pink on my skin tone. It just does not match me, so I always have to mix it with something else. Now, this is an optional step, obviously. Well, everything is an optional step, but what I want to do before I go in with my foundation is add in some of my True Match Lumi Liquid Glow Illuminator, and this is in the shade Golden. So what I'm gonna do is actually just dot that along like the highest points of my face. I'm doing this without a mirror, just looking into my camera, so hopefully I'm not going crazy. Oh, that seems like too much. And for today's video, I'm actually going to be trying out a new brush that Sigma sent to me. This is the 3D HD Max Kabuki brush. It's like pointed, kind of like a triangle, so it like you can go in with different angles and stuff. I love using my Sigma brushes. I like ride or die for Sigma brushes, so I'm really excited to try this out, but I've never tried it like in this big shape, so I'm gonna use it to blend in all of this like highlighter. I'm gonna add some of my Mario Badescu spray onto the brush and dip it into my foundation, which is rolling down my hand. And of course I'm going to start in the jaw area and work my way up. This is a really good size brush for foundation, and I also feel like it's not taking away too much product. Sometimes I feel like your brush can like pick up a lot of product, and especially since this one's brand new and I haven't used it. But it doesn't feel like that right now. I actually did pretty much all of my face with that one swipe of foundation, so that's pretty cool. I really like the finish that this brush gives you. It gives you like a very nice sort of airbrushed look, which I love Sigma brushes to do my foundation. I think it's the F82 is the one I've been loving lately, which is more of a rounder top kabuki, but this one, because of like the density of it, it's got like a lighter touch, and so I feel like, I don't know, it just gave me like a nice airbrushed look. Alright guys, so next I'm going to go in and I'm actually going to do my contour. I'm going to use my LA Girl contour in the color Toast, and I'm going to take this into my cheekbone areas. I'm going to take it in 3, the forehead, the cheekbones, the jawline. I'm taking the darker one because I really want a good contour, because, you know, is JLo, her bone structure is crazy and mine is not, so I need to give myself some cheekbones. And to blend this one out, I'm also going to use the curved Kabuki F83 brush, also from Sigma. These are like their 2 new Kabuki brushes, and this one has like a curved brush end, so it should be perfect for like the contour areas, so I'm going to try it out. This brush is really cool because I literally have just been pouncing at where I put the concealer, and it didn't move the line at all, but it did blend out that concealer, so that's pretty nice. So moving on, I'm going to move on to my concealer. I'm going to use two different colors from the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind line, and that is medium and light pale. I wanted to give myself a little bit more of a highlighted look. I'm going to go in first with the Maybelline color in medium, and then I'm only going to take the light pale color really just to highlight under where I put my concealer for my eyes. And I'm going to take my Concealer Blend Kabuki F79 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to blend this in. And if you guys do like any of the Sigma brushes that I use, I do have a coupon code for you guys. It's XO Claribella. And then I am taking that same foundation brush, and like where the concealer meets the contour, I'm just blending that together with the two brushes, with the brush. Next, I'm going to make sure that there's no creases anywhere where my concealer is, because I'm going to bake. And to bake today, I'm going to use my Pixi Translucid. Oh, it's translucid, not even translucent. Well, I was wrong. Powder. I'm next gonna take my Small Contour F05 brush and my e.l.f. bronzer palette. Taking the deeper shades, I'm just going to go over my contour and just deepen that up. Just to further sculpt my cheeks, I'm gonna take a little bit of concealer underneath where I put my contour and just carve out my cheekbones. And I'm gonna blend that out using my foundation brush. I'm gonna go in with my soft angled contour brush and just give myself a little bit more contour, not like I don't have enough. I'm trying to look sculpted, y'all, like sculpted. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water and give myself a nice spritz. Alright guys, so next I'm gonna move on to blush really quick. I don't usually see Jayla wearing too much blush. She's more of like a bronze kind of gal, so because of that I'm gonna go in with my Manali Baked blush, and this is in the color Luminoso. And now we move on to the fun part, which is the glow. I'm gonna go in with my True Match Lumi again in golden, and I'm just gonna place it in the same places that I did before, and this is kind of gonna be like a primer to get myself ready for my other highlight. So this is going to give me like a softer glow, but I'm going to take it onto my fingers this time and take it onto the highest points of my face, and I'm just going to blend it out with my ring finger. As you guys can see, this has a lot of glow, which I love, and I love that you can use it like to set yourself up with the like a powder highlight. I'm gonna take it onto my forehead area as well. Gonna give myself a glow everywhere, like literally everywhere. But I'm gonna go over top even more with my Becca Champagne Pop highlight and give myself a good pop of highlight. And again, I'm gonna take it in a C shape, just over top where I put the liquid highlight. I honestly never wear this much highlight. I feel like I'm going overboard, but it's J-Lo glow, you know what I mean? Like, you can't not go overboard. And next, I'm gonna take it down my nose. I'm gonna make a really thin line, but I'm gonna be very generous with the highlight so that you can actually see it. Alright, so next I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. I am gonna do them off camera, so I'll be right back. Alright guys, so with those brows on, I'm next gonna move on to my eye makeup. So surprise, surprise, I'm using the Master Palette by Mario palette. I'm gonna first start off with this shade Lula, and then I'm gonna move on to Violetta to darken it up. Just do like a simple brown smoky eye. For the lid, I want to take the shade Paris, which I've actually never worn before, so I'm excited to try that out. Something that I've noticed about JLo is that she has like her signature look. I think that's why so many people love doing like the JLo Glam, because she's all about that like smoky eye with like her wispy lashes, smoked out lower lash line, but it always seems to be like brown toned, and she always has her nude lip, her glow, her bronziness. So that's what I'm going to get into today. So I'm going to get into the shade Lula, and I'm going to take my favorite tapered blending E35 brush for all over the crease. And this is just like a cooler toned kind of eyeshadow, so I think that's perfect for the crease color. Next, I'm going to take my blending E25 brush just into the color Violetta, and I'm going to work this into the outer V, just work on my brown smoky eye. When it comes to smoky eye, you want to make sure you're blending out your edges as you go. A common mistake that I always see when it comes to smoky eyes is that someone will put the product down, but they won't blend their edges out, so you have a really defined like circle. So you want to make sure you're going back in with your transition color and just blending out the edges. For my last shade, I'm going to get into the shade Paris, which is like a taupey shimmer shade, and I'm just going to take that into the other half of my lid. I think this would be the perfect place for some glitter. I don't have any on me at the moment, so I can't add any glitter, but I think that this would be the perfect place for some glitter, just right on top of that shade Paris. And then I'm going to take a mixture of Violetta and Lula and just make sure that it is blended with the shimmer color. Just gonna tap that like right into the middle where the two meet. So something that I've noticed about JLo is that she keeps her waterline pretty open. She always has some kind of beige pencil in it, which I think is to open up her eyes, but she smokes it out a lot underneath that. So I'm gonna get in with my NYX Wonder Pencil, and I'm gonna open up the eyes as well using this cream color. So for my eye pencil, I'm going to start with the lower lash line and then I'll work my way to the top lash line, because for JLo's looks, she never really does a wing. To me, it seems like she's always got like a smoked out lash line top and bottom. So for that today, I'm going to use this Rimmel Exaggerate waterproof eye definer, and this is in the color Rich Brown. I wanted to do something that wasn't too dark, because if you look at her makeup pictures, her makeup is never really too dark in the waterline unless she's going like extreme smoky eye, but usually it's like a brown toned look. So I'm going to do the same thing and use a brown color, and I'm going to take it right underneath the waterline. And to blend this out, I'm going to take my short shader E20 brush. I'm going to start with the color Violetta and Lula in the outer edge, and then I'm actually going to take the shade Paris into the inner edge, sort of like to mimic the eye makeup up top. So I finished the other eye off camera, and then I did apply it just a little bit more just into the outer corner, again underneath the waterline. And I'm going to smoke that out using the other side of the pen here, because if you look at JLo's pictures, you'll notice that she has a little bit more on the outside. It gives her a little bit of a cat eye shape. So with the lower lash line smoked out, I'm next going to do the top lash line. This one's going to be a little bit harder. I'm going to be concentrating a little bit more, so I'm probably going to be silent, but I'm going to take the same, do the same technique and just smoke out that top lash line. And I'm also tight lining with this just to make sure that there's no like peekaboo bright colors in the waterline up the top here. As far as the top liner goes, I really only smoked out the outer half. So I'm actually going to go in with a little bit of black just on the top. I mean, it's going to get hidden by lashes anyway. So I'm going to take a little bit onto the top and do the same kind of process. And then I'm going to take the smallest bit also here on the outer corner of the lower lash line. And just taking a bigger shader brush, this is the wide shader E59 brush, I'm going back in with the Paris color and just really smoking everything out. Next I'm going to go in with mascara. Of course I'm going to take my telescopic mascara. This is one of my faves. Not even one of my faves. This is like my favorite. I use this for every single makeup look. And I'm going to coat my top and lower lashes. And as far as lashes went, I wanted to make sure I had some really wispy ones. So I'm going to be using my Ardell lashes in 600. These are wispies. Alrighty guys, so I applied those lashes off camera. I did curl them a little bit because they're the kind of lashes that kind of go straight, so you don't really get to see the shape of it too much. And I did apply eyeliner on top because it did get rid of that smokiness that I had going. So I applied a black liner on top of where the lash glue went just to hide that for like when I look down. And then I applied some more of the brown eye pencil. So next I'm going to move on to lips. I'm going to use my favorite lip little thing at the moment. This is the Lasting Finish 1000 Kisses Rimmel Lip Pencil in Spice. I think it's like the perfect like nude color. And then for my nude shade, I'm going to do the same shade that I did last week, actually, which is the Loyalist color from Maybelline. I'm going to apply this right on top. Wait for that color to dry. And once that color is dry, I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills lip gloss in the shade Undressed just on top. Alrighty, and with that spray on, that is the end of today's tutorial. I hope that you guys enjoyed this JLo inspired makeup look. I was just having fun today. Just wanted to do something a little bit smoky and a little bit bronzed, perfect for like transition summer to fall kind of thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you did, if you want to. And thank you guys so much for watching. As always, my social medias are linked down below, my blog, my Instagram, all of that fun stuff. So be sure to check that out, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.